Now, I'm a big fan of movies, more specifically bad movies. An easy way to find bad movies these days is just to go to the horror genre of any streaming service out there, because for some reason, there just aren't any good horror movies anymore. I was extremely bored the other day, and in order to completely annihilate my boredom, I went on Google and I searched up the worst horror movies. After scrolling for maybe 3 minutes, I found this movie, The Open House. Not only is this ranked as being the worst horror movie on Netflix, but it's also made by Netflix, which makes it like 10 times worse. So today we're going to watch this movie together, and believe me, it really is quite bad. The movie starts out with this guy called Logan running and being timed by his dad. He says this:
519?
507.
That's enough for Ridgewood.
Yeah, that's almost enough for the Olympics.
which implies that he regularly runs. I wonder if that will be relevant later on in this movie. They go back inside the house where his mom is looking at bills.
Just guess my time.
Okay, 507.
Well, thanks for that, you prick. Logan then goes to wash his face, and we find out that he has bad eyesight. I wonder if that will be relevant later on in the movie. Logan and his dad then go out to get groceries in the middle of the night, and they park up near the store.
God, right? Yeah, I'm obsessed.
It's fucking great.
Right, we're going in.
You staying? Where you going?
No, I'm staying.
You're good.
Oh wow, that was really wholesome. I sure hope the dad stays alive. The dad is dead. After this extremely traumatic event, the scene instantly cuts to a funeral where Logan's mom is worried about how she's going to pay rent now that the dad is dead. So her sister tells her that she has a house listed for sale and Naomi and Logan can stay there until the house is sold. While Logan and Naomi are driving to the house, they almost run over a man who looks very much like a mannequin with clothes on. Like, seriously, look at him. It's like the director just didn't give a fuck. But anyway, they turn around and find out that he's not there anymore.
He's not there.
Very spooky. Naomi's nose starts to bleed for no reason. In fact, there is literally nothing referencing this nosebleed for the rest of the movie. Moving on to the next scene, they're in a store in... I don't really know where this is, to be honest. They don't really say. I'm just guessing it's near the house that they're going to. Logan gets jump scared and drops his stuff, which really makes me wonder if he's going to be able to defend himself later on in this movie, considering he can't hold more than 2 items at a time. Regardless, a new character enters the realm, a creepy old widow who conveniently happens to be their neighbor. Now you might be wondering, why did you call her creepy? She seems nice. Well, here's why.
You okay?
Yeah.
They finally make their way to the house, which turns out to be a straight up mansion. I don't know why one sister is rich as fuck and the other can't pay rent, but we move. They walk around the house for a bit and Logan finds the typical scary movie basement, which I really didn't see coming. He also finds this mysterious pile of wood in the basement. I wonder if that will be relevant. It's not. It's not relevant. They gave it a decent amount of screen time, so you think maybe someone died there or was buried there, but no, it's just there. It doesn't hold any significance. I don't know why they put it there. As he exits the basement, he breaks one of the steps. This next scene is where things start to move, where things start to get spooky. Logan wakes up in the middle of the night and sees a car parked outside the house. Could this be the guy who killed his dad? Could it be his dad who's really been alive the whole time? He goes outside the house to apprehend the mysterious vehicle and it's gone. Seriously? How long did it take this guy to walk from the window to the front door? The car would have had to like reverse and make at least 2 turns to get out of that drive. But whatever. Jump scare number 2.
Who are you? What are you doing on our property?
Ma'am?
What do you want?
Ma'am, this is our house. Do you need help?
No, no.
And then she just fucking runs off. Which left me wondering when I was watching this movie. Is Martha like a demon or something? Was she the one standing on the road? Was she the one in the car? If so, then where the fuck did the car go? Why is she standing out in her pajamas? Many questions and many thoughts.
Whoa, it's man with Bookhead, it's Bookhead. Daryl, it's Bookhead, Daryl, it's Bookhead. It's many thoughts, it's many thoughts, it's many thoughts, it's many thoughts.
He then doesn't tell his mom. He looks at pictures and then goes to sleep. Jump scare number 3.
You need to get up right now.
Hey buddy, you should wake up. These two estate agents tell Logan and Naomi that they need to leave while they host an open day, which leads us into a very interesting scene. Okay, so is this guy the villain? Because I feel like he fits the criteria of the man on the road. But if he is the villain, then what the fuck is up with this woman? Is she just insane? Who was in the car in front of the house? Who killed the dad? Why does no one care about that? While they're out, they eat and then go to a clothes store where Logan sees this cashier being a little flirty with Naomi.
Good to see some new faces. Especially pretty ones.
I mean, I guess remember this guy? He's like off relevant, but he's not. He's kind of just there. But you remember this guy? He holds some weight, I guess, to the movie. But yeah, Logan doesn't really vibe with this guy talking to his mom, so he asks her if they can leave. They get back to the house in the middle of the night for some reason. I don't know why an open house event takes that long, but again, we move. Logan and Naomi sit down to watch a movie. No doubt, a much better movie than this one. They both get up to get shit, and while they're up, this door opens by itself. Who opened it? I don't know, probably this guy. Then they get a call, but can only hear themselves through the phone.
Can you hear me? Is anyone there?
What?
It's just us.
Which very obviously means that whoever called them is quite close to them, but I guess they just don't care, or maybe they didn't think of it. Who knows? They're quite stupid, as you'll see from the rest of this movie. The next scene mostly consists of Evil Man just fucking around with them, taking Logan's phone, moving his bowl of cereal, and honestly, while this was happening, I was really confused about how this man is moving around the house without making any noise at all. How nimble can a brother be? This man has sneak maxed out and has an invisibility potion. Naomi, who's having a shower, gets frustrated because the water is getting cold, so she goes down the typical horror movie basement to check out the boiler. She turns the boiler back on, but while she's doing that, the basement door shuts all of a sudden, so she leaves the basement and confronts Logan because she thinks it's him who did it.
You slammed the basement door on me.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
So at this point, it's obvious that whoever this evil man is, he's just trying to fuck around with them. New day, new grind. Logan is back to running practice, this time with his mom, and he's not happy.
5:34. Nice.
It needs to be faster.
What? That's great.
Come on, I'll get it. It needs to be faster. You sure you started the second I left?
Hey, you can do it yourself if you want.
What a dick. As they're walking back, they see a guy looking into their house. Turns out it's that cashier guy from the clothes store. He explains himself by saying this.
I was just on the back road, saw the for sale sign.
Which is such a bullshit excuse considering you're a cashier in the middle of nowhere. Despite Logan looking very clearly uncomfortable with this guy's presence, and even Naomi just telling him to ask the agents for a viewing.
Yeah, you could call the realtors. They're the ones that set up the showings.
He still forces himself in.
Would there be any way at all I could just peek inside?
And she lets him in like some dickhead. And to add icing to the cake, she gives him full freedom to walk around the house. I don't get these people, honestly. There's this scene showing him going into the basement, and then he just disappears after that without a trace. At night, they get a visit from Creepy Lady who's brought them food. They chat for a bit, and then she says this.
If you need anything, don't hesitate to come by. My husband can't wait to meet the two of you.
Which makes no sense, because earlier on she said this.
You must miss him dearly.
We do.
I lost my husband a few years back.
So Naomi obviously questions this discrepancy, which prompts this response.
I thought you had said your husband passed away.
Passed away? Oh, why would I say something silly like that?
Who is this woman? Who's the killer here? It could literally be this guy at this point. Anyway, Naomi's having a shower again, and once again the water goes cold. This time Logan goes down to the basement to fix it. He lights a match to fire up the boiler again, and we get a glimpse of a man standing directly behind him, breathing down his neck at this point. I mean, Logan should literally be able to hear his blood flowing at that point. Look how close this man is standing to him. But of course, he doesn't notice. But anyway, that doesn't matter. As we can see from here, this is a white man, which means these two aren't the killers. So what the fuck is up with them? Why are they so weird? Now in the next scene, Logan gets in bed and the camera pans to reveal the evil white man standing at the door. Again, how the fuck has this guy not been spotted yet? I mean, he fills the entire door frame. He's at least 6'3". But hey, I mean, it's probably because Logan has bad eyesight, right? Rise and grind. The next scene, we see Logan doing his daily sprinting, and then he just starts throwing up out of nowhere. And then, out of nowhere, Martha spawns and comes out the woods to check on him. She's like the courier in Skyrim. You can't get away from her.
I've been looking for you. Got something I'm supposed to deliver.
Naomi pulls up to pick up Logan, and then Martha drops this epic line.
Death. It's like it moves in and never leaves.
Okay. When they get back home, they call a plumber to finally fix the boiler. Jump scare number 4.
Ma'am?
The plumber has a chat with Naomi and reveals that Martha's husband is in fact dead. He then goes on to explain that Martha has Alzheimer's, which is why she's so weird. So after all the creepy things that she's done, she isn't a demon or a witch. She's just old, which is kind of disappointing in my opinion. The plumber tells Naomi that he found Logan's phone near the boiler, which for some reason tips Naomi over the edge, and she confronts Logan because she thinks he's the one who's been turning the water off on her.
Have I been messing with you? Are you kidding me?
No, I'm not an idiot, Logan. First the basement door, and then the water heater, and now this.
Logan responds by saying this.
I didn't do anything. Mom, you're completely fucking insane.
Excuse me?
Which is honestly impressive in a way. If I ever said anything like this to my mom, that would be the last time you hear of me forever. That's it. I am gone. She tells him to grow up, and then he just goes like,
I fucking hate you.
What? Why?
I fucking wish it was you.
Yo, can this brother please chill? Other than a really goofy nightmare that Logan had, nothing much happened for the rest of the night. The next day, Naomi runs into this creep again and he gives her his number. She then gets a call from her sister telling her that the estate agents told her that someone broke into the house. So Naomi quickly drives back and picks Logan up on the way, which is honestly questionable to me. Like, why would you go back to the house? If someone just told you that someone broke into it, why don't you call the police and let them check it first? Fuck it though, Shola. They get in the house and find a nice dinner table that's been laid out for them. They finally call the police, who ended up doing nothing and then leaving. Later in Naomi's bedroom, Logan sees Chris's number that he gave her and decides to invite him over, despite being extremely weird. But I guess it's for protection purposes. I don't know. It doesn't really matter anyway, because not even 5 minutes later, Logan sees the car outside again. He leaves the house to investigate and finds Chris straight up dead in the front seat. While Logan is looking inside the car, Evil Man knocks him out and then pours water on him. I'm not entirely sure why, but I'm guessing it's to make his clothes soggy, to make them heavier. I don't know. Evil Man then goes upstairs and literally sleeps next to Naomi. She wakes up, obviously doesn't realize that he's there because he's just a nimble princess ballet dancer. She looks at the pics that she has under her pillow and realizes that someone's been taking pictures of them while they sleep. Right after she sees this, he attacks her and knocks her out. He then ties her to a chair and beats the shit out of her and then just walks away. Logan then wakes up and runs inside to help her, and they spend a hilariously long time just chatting instead of running for their lives. For some reason, after freeing her, Logan decides to split up from his mom to look for Evil Man. Why the fuck would you not just stay with her or try to get out and get in that car and leave or some shit? After aimlessly walking around the house, Logan hears Naomi scream his name. He runs upstairs and just like that, she is gone. So my boy Evil Man carried her while presumably she was trying to wiggle away, you know, still being able to scream and all of that, and still somehow managed to stay undetected by Logan. How is this guy real? So not only does he have Sneak 100 and an invisibility potion, bro also has a paralysis poison. Logan then goes into the basement with a knife looking for his mom. He walks around a corner and Evil Man pushes Naomi into his knife. which immediately kills her. Very sad stuff. Logan then tries to escape the house, but Evil Man catches up to him. Honestly, in this scene, I thought Logan was about to be choked to death, or maybe Evil Man was gonna like slit his throat or something. But no, he just reaches down to his face and very elegantly removes his contact lenses. Don't ask me, I have honestly no idea what's going on in this movie. After that extremely wholesome moment, Logan gets thrown outside and starts running for his life. He runs into the forest in pitch black darkness and continues escaping until the morning. All I have to say, this flashlight has insanely good batteries to be working for that long. And honestly, despite running all night, it looks like Logan is still right next to the house. I don't know why he kept running around in the forest instead of running into town or like a store or even the police station maybe. But anyway, he stops by a river to drink water and turns around to see that Evil Man is right behind him. Now, honestly, this next scene, I have no words for. So just be ready. Just watch it. Just enjoy it. I honestly don't know what to say. He doesn't even try to like fight back or run away. He just lays there and screams like a kid. And then guess what? He's dead. That's it. I'm not even joking. That's the end of the movie. The only scene left after this one is Evil Man driving down to another open house, and then the movie just ends. What the fuck? Does he just go around open houses killing people? Why was this man so creepy? Why was she so weird? What was the point of Logan being made out to be this Olympic grade runner if he couldn't even outrun this 200 kg middle-aged man? What was the nosebleed at the start? Who the fuck killed the dad? Do they just not care who killed the dad? Why did they move on from that so swiftly? Does no one care about the guy? Who knows? The only two things this movie leaves you with are questions and the deep, haunting sorrow of realizing you'll never get your time back. Honestly, this movie was so disappointing. The writing was so abysmal. Honestly, my friend Wahib has told me movie ideas that are like 10 times better than this. So I know I missed a week of upload, but come on. It was just a week. It's way better than my usual 5 months minimum absence. If you want to support the channel, go to my Buy Me a Coffee. It would help a lot. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like. If you didn't enjoy the video, leave a like. And I'll see you in the next one.